and welcome everybody to part 2 of my huge camera gear haul for 2020. So in front of me now, I have everything for the cage of the camera. I'm still waiting for a couple of things to come in, which should come in a little bit later today, so I'll attach it to this video. But for now, here's what I have in front of me. So I went with some small rig stuff for the camera cage for the Blackmagic. As well as something I'm really excited to test out, the Nucleus Nucleus Nano autofocus. I've never used a follow focus before, but I've always wanted to, and I have a feeling this is going to really help me out. I went with a T5 SSD from Samsung. I'm going to record directly into this and then edit directly off of this, hopefully, if it works. I decided not to invest in V-mount batteries because I already have so many of these. What are they again? I think they're Sony batteries. Anyway, I went with a little bit bigger one because one of the major complaints about the Blackmagic is that the battery life is abysmal. So hopefully this should give me a little bit more life. And if I have to upgrade to a V-mount, I'll upgrade to V-mount. But for now, we're gonna try that out. And this is, even though this is the smallest thing, honestly, this probably brings me the most joy because this is a XLR to mini XLR adapter, which means I could technically, as much as I love my Beach Tech adapter, which is currently plugged into the GH5, I should technically be able to record XLR directly into the Blackmagic and do phantom power. So this should be definitely exciting. But yeah, let's go ahead and dig into these boxes. So I say heck with it, and let's go ahead and save the exciting stuff. So we'll move that off to the side. And let's actually start with the cage because the cage is going to be technically what mounts all of this stuff together. Without this piece here, none of this can connect. So let's go ahead, well, maybe this because this comes with its own mounting kit, but we'll get over that in a second. Of course, 1 second. Can't forget the trusty knife. All right, so let's go ahead and very carefully. Jeez, this is really, there we go. Whew. All right. So I've never put together a cage before, so I will definitely cut to some B-roll of me putting this all together. But let's get this all unboxed first, see what comes with this. So I went with the small rig cage. I think it's a half cage. No, it's full cage. Full cage, half cage. I think it's a full cage. Anyway, box off to the side. Let's go ahead and small rig. Ooh, this is nice. I was gonna get one back in the day for the GH5, but I ended up not getting any of the extra gear that I was gonna get for that because it's a pretty full-fledged camera out of the box. This technically requires a cage. So definitely high quality. I like the build. I'm gonna guess that these are the screws that you take it apart and attach things with. My kit came with the small rig handle, so that is nice. And this is obviously gonna connect like up here. Oh, and I ended up getting the SSD holder for the Samsung SSD, so I can just mount that directly to the cage as well. That's going to be really, really nice. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put that off to the side. All right, so I'm going to guess that these are the rails because I did go with some 9-inch rails. 9-inch rails. Telling me to cut it, but I don't want to. I'll just do this. There we go. Yep, the rails. So I went with some carbon fiber rails, 9-inch rails. I didn't really need anything too long because this is just gonna be I'm gonna substitute out the base that comes with this for a small rig base, and then I'm gonna have these rail mounts so I can mount both the batteries and the follow focus. I think they're gonna be long enough. If not, then I might have to use the other mounting system. We'll see. I should be able to connect both technically. Ooh, these are light. Carbon fiber ain't no joke. Oh, they put them in 2 separate bags. Really? And there's the rails, carbon fiber. These are nice. I like these. That there. All right, what do we got? Small rig stuff. So this is the base plate. So the rails should technically screw into here. They're not joking about cutting this thing, man. All right, got a little pile piling up over there. So let's see. Yep, this is the base. Ah, Allen wrench, love it. So the way this is gonna work is, you know, I don't actually know off the top of my head. So this is going to connect like this. And then the rails obviously will go through here. And that should give me enough distance for both the battery and we'd have to see. This should technically give me enough distance. This should technically give me enough distance for both the follow focus and the battery, but we're gonna have to see. I might have to order some longer rails. Okay, let's keep all these screws and stuff all together. Base plate. All right, moving right along. All right, I think this is the last small rig box. It is. And I don't remember what this, oh, I know what this is. This is going to be I know I'm gonna be getting it wrong, but I believe they're Sony batteries. I will double check. And I will leave a list to everything I purchased down below if you guys want to check it out for yourself. It is a little expensive, but if money's not a problem for you, I highly recommend it so far. Yeah, they're the NP Sony batteries. So, let's go ahead and get this out of here. Of course, it's gonna make you cut it again because they decided to tape over the flap. I've never seen a company tape over the flap before. That's really annoying. Careful not to cut up the desk. Come on. Okay. Okay, so this has a lot of stuff with it. All right. Let's dig into it. So in here, looks like we got a cable. So this is gonna connect to the camera, and this connects to the adapter. More Allen wrenches. Can never have too many Allen wrenches, I guess. Oh, I didn't know it came with a dummy battery. I mean, obviously, what am I talking about? Of course it came with a dummy battery. This is how you're gonna power it. But I've never used a dummy battery before, so this should be fun. Yeah, so dummy battery. And I believe it's the same batteries as the GH5 too, because it's those old Canon batteries. Yeah, put that there, Allen wrenches off to the side, throw some baggies away. And then here's the adapter. Okay, I like this. This is made nicely. So the way this is gonna work, which I'll leave this out because we're about to open up the batteries next, is you shove a battery into here, slide it into place. This is gonna lock onto your rail. Matter of fact, I might even not have to use the rail for this. I could probably attach this to the side of the cage. So something like that. Matter of fact, I think that might be the way to go, for sure. Either that or over here. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Cool, I don't need new rails, lovely. Leave this here for now because I will show you how this is going to work. This is very nicely built. I do like this a lot. So that's a perfect segue into the next box, which is those Sony batteries. Ooh, almost cut myself. And I'm almost positive that these aren't like These are like basically knockoff batteries because I'm not trying to spend all that money, especially when I just spent so much money on all this gear. But they should work the same. The reviews were really well on Amazon. And these are some big boys, okay. So I got 2 because 1, I want to make sure that I have power, and 2, I want to just shove these on in here and get it over with. So here is one of these smaller versions of this battery. I use this for a lot of my, I use this for my lights, as well as, well, I used to have these light panels that I'm letting my friend borrow. So mostly it's just used for my one Yonglong light, which I'm pretty sure that's not even the name of the brand. I'm always forgetting the name of it, but I will show you it. It's a nice light, and these power it, which is great. These power a lot of filmmaking gear. So it's basically, if you're not using V-mounts, these are the other kind of batteries that you have, and I have a ton of them, so that's why I went with this. So the way this is gonna work here is you'll slide it into place, and as you can see, we're now powered. So this, it even has a battery indicator to show you how much power it has. That's nice. Yeah, and then when you want to disconnect it, oh, yeah, push down and slide. So yeah, this should make for a good little kit. I'm hoping this will power at least 2 to 3 times longer for one of these. That would be real nice. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start charging these up now. Battery's charging, moving right along. Now to get into some more fun stuff. We'll start with this. So this is my XLR to mini XLR. I don't have a microphone directly in front of me that I can plug this into, so I can't really show it, but when I do the build, you'll see this in action. But one end into the microphone, other end into the Blackmagic, phantom power, and what do you know? You now have your microphone going directly into your camera without the use of an adapter. This is going to be great. All right. Looks like it even comes with a little wrap thing, so that could come in handy. All right, so Samsung T5 SSD. I've heard nothing but good things about these little portable SSDs. They're fast enough to edit off of. They're USB-C, they're very, very tiny, and you can apparently record directly into them into cameras. So I got, oop, upside down. So I went with the 1 terabyte, you know, just to save some money and to see if this even works. But wow, that's small. Wow, that's small. Okay, so where's that little adapter piece? So this would technically hook in like this then. Oh, no, like this, because there's the battery port. Yeah, like that. Look at that. And this goes right onto the camera rig. That's really cool. And then when you're done, I'm gonna guess that it included cables. Yep. So we got a USB-A to USB-C and a USB-C to USB-C. So that's good for Macs, or the newer MacBooks. I have a 2020 MacBook Pro, but I also did buy a dock for it, so I could technically use either one of these. But it's good that it comes with the cables. I would hope that it would come with the cables for the price. But yeah, so this will be really interesting because this should give me a decent amount of footage because I can record in RAW now. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. All right, anyway, moving right along. Okay, so probably, I'm sorry for this, but this is probably the reason you clicked on this video. The Nucleus Nano. So I've heard nothing but wonderful things about this, and I'm very curious to use one of these because I have never used a follow focus before. I've always wanted one, but I've never used it. And since my Voigtlander lenses are basically Cine lenses, or Cine lenses, this should really help me pull some focus. So let's get into this box. Oh, what do you know? No tape. Isn't that lovely? All right. this to the side. Boom. Oh, that is a nice little bag. I love things that come in good bags. And a microfiber cloth, like, thank you. Now, the Nucleus Nano is $230 for a follow focus, which if you don't know a lot about wireless follow focuses, that's pretty darn cheap. So as long as this is high quality, this is something that I would recommend to a lot of run and gun filmmakers or people who are fans of manual lenses, because this is inexpensive for what you're getting. It's a very nice case. Okay, so here's the rail system that this comes with. Okay, yeah, so we got enough distance either way, so that's good. So it comes with its Allen wrenches. I'm gonna guess that this is the battery charger. This has to be the battery charger, right? Like, because it comes with those like weird looking AA batteries that aren't actually AA's. But yeah. Some cables. So one of these is going to be for the charger, and one of these is going to be to kind of connect everything up. I'm still going to have to look into this. Another cable. I'm going to guess that this is going to power something. Here's the base plate that it comes with. So the difference between the two of these is that this base plate is only going to give you the one rail just for the follow focus, and it doesn't have a whole lot of adapter pieces here. But this plate is going to give me the space for two rails, and they should be the same circumference. They are. All right, good. I think they're 15 millimeter rails. Yeah. But yeah, this is heck, if I wanted to, I could technically even just throw one in here on the one end and then throw the longer one on the other end if I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that because that would be dumb. Also, you don't need all, nah, we'll keep it over there. Okay, so cables, Allen wrenches, battery charger, plate that I'm not gonna use, but it's really nice that it came with it. Up here we have, is that two? Yeah, it looks like we got two follow focus rings. So these are adapter rings. I've heard mixed reviews on these types of things in general. What a lot of filmmakers like to do is there's this kit that you can buy online which brings these in strips, and then all you have to do is just cut the strip and to the length of what your lens is and then glue it. So I might go that route for my Voigtlanders, or I might just full on mod them so that they have these permanent rings on them, because this little gap here can sometimes cause an issue when you have a very, very big throw. But it's nice that they include two, and one's bigger than the other one. That's really nice, actually. I'll put that back. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the stuff back as I pull it out, because that will make my life easier. So this is a clamp. I believe the clamp is for the focus ring. So we'll put that there. And this was in there like this. These are all here. So I do not want to lose any of this. Yeah, okay. So this is, that's really in there, all right. So this is the quick release plate. So this does attach to the follow focus ring. I believe like so, yeah. So this will, there's two ways that you can go about doing this. So when I'm holding my camera and doing B-roll and stuff, this will be attached to the cage, and that'll allow me to pull focus. But I'm also getting a handle that's coming in very soon, which I'll be able to just plop this on and then control from a distance, and that's gonna make focusing my talking headshots so much easier. I cannot wait. And this is a really, really, really nice ring. Like, I like the way this feels, and it has a marking point so you can mark your ABs, but you could also do the ABs directly into I believe the screen is on here. Yeah, the screen goes on. Where's the motor? Oh. The screen's on here. Yeah, it's on here. So you can actually set A/B points, and then your throw will only let you go in between those A/B points, as well as you can manually calibrate and automatically calibrate to your lens, so that the throw on here, because this has an end point and an end point. I don't know if you can hear that, but when you calibrate it, this will be the entire throw of your lens. So even if you have a very short lens throw, you can really fine tune that focus with this ring. This is going to be exciting. But yeah, what do you guys say we go ahead, and I think that's pretty much everything for this part of it. What do you say we throw it all together and put it on the camera? All right, and back to the GH5 in, I guess, vlog mode. So I'm probably coming through the very crappy GH5 microphones, and I'm sorry about that. This has just been a very exhausting experience, but I got everything set up, so let's take a look. So here's the rig. So a couple additions that weren't in the video is that monitor up top. And I think that's it. I also got the lights. So, got the follow focus all hooked up. I'm probably gonna move the follow focus placement. I'm not really a fan of where that is on this camera right now. It makes gripping a little bit more difficult than I would like. Everything's hooked up. Got the battery, I decided to go up top, monitor, mount, and on this side, this is actually how you plug in the power. So you have the power cable, the XLR to mini XLR, HDMI. I took off the side pieces just so this would be a little bit easier to hook up. Yeah, all in all, I think it's a pretty successful little first attempt. But yeah, there was actually some more stuff to unbox. One is the light that's hiding behind there. And I also bought an automated slider. But honestly, there was so much stuff getting unboxed here that I think we're gonna call it, and we'll save those videos for another time. So yeah, this has been my camera haul of 2020. I hope you guys like all the gear. I can't wait to see what kind of shots that we can get out of all of this. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video, guys. So thank you once again for watching. As always, if you liked it, make sure to show it by hitting that like button down below. It really helps me out. As well as if you have any questions about what we talked about today, feel free to ask it in the comment section down below or on Twitter @ScreenBite. Also, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, feel free to subscribe. But until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.